Well, welcome. We're back. What a day. Oh my gosh. I think this might be the best day ever for the trades. Potentially. Most likely for the week. But Big Commerce up 34%. It hit the target of the trade. 34% profit. CLOV hit the target of the trade. 20% profit. SDC hit the target of the trade, 17% profit. Just a crypto that was up 30% but then fell down. I also alerted that. GNUS had a nice day, up 15%. Rocket still up 12%, actually pulled back a little bit today. Rocket yesterday was my biggest trade ever. XP also had a very nice bounce today, up 12% there as well. Okay, CODX, that broke out. I think I alerted that yesterday right at close. That's also up 10%. Room had a nice after hours move. That's up 9% now. Then the other ones, ATRA was up like 10% at one point, but it did fall back like 4%. Almost filled a gap. And then it went back up after hours, like 2%. Then, yeah, Fisker. We're going to talk about Fisker. We're going to go in depth on it. It looked so good, right? It looked so good, but it never confirmed. You never got the follow-through price action. You got to where you wanted to get, but you never had the follow-through. That's what I always say. It's not about actually just breaking out. And as Mitch Ray always says, it's not about the breakout itself. It's about the follow-through price action. And Fisker just could not hold above $16. It fell back under. It was starting to bull flag, couldn't create a good bull flag. And then it broke under the VWAP. I alerted the Discord. It's literally the second it broke the VWAP, I was watching the chart. Right away, I alerted the Discord that Fisker was falling under the VWAP. And the trade went from up 8% to only up 2%. The macro technicals on Fisker still look fine, but obviously in the short term, you want to get. I think you might have got back above the VWAP, especially after hours. It's still at like what 1540. So regardless, still very very nice move. Then QS, pretty much the only one that was down today, or that's current. Pretty much the only ongoing trade that is down is QS, which was also warned about when it was only down like 3%. But yeah, what a day. Hopefully you all had a decent day in the market, a good day in the market. I was also in a Kodak trade. If you saw Kodak after hours, made some good profits there. Well, I haven't realized them yet, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. I mean, it's just crazy what was going on with GameStop, which we're going to talk about, AMC, which we're going to talk about, and we have been talking about AMC. And there was one more, I can't remember the name. There was one more taker that was just having crazy short squeeze as well. So I don't know, maybe if somebody reminds me, we'll take a look at it. But let's get to the charts. Drop a like. If you were literally look at the trades, why would I fake this, right? There's proof of literally every single one of these trades. Go to freetradingmovement.com, go to Champion Vibe, scroll to the bottom, and you can see all the time-stamped proof. These are real numbers. Literally, if you would have just taken every single trade, which I took most of them, you would be up crazy this week. If you got it right at the entry, when I alerted it in the Discord and on Twitter, and you were either taking profits or you're still holding, you'd be up big. I mean, look at these numbers, 34%, 20%, 17%, and that one even went higher, 15%, 12%, 12%, 10%, 9%, what? So hopefully if you're following the trades, if you're in the Discord, if you follow me on Twitter, I guess I'm just hoping you appreciate all of these trades. I mean, it was not easy to get all of these trades, and obviously there is just a very, very good market right now, and we are going to talk about the market itself, but hopefully, a lot of people charge a lot of money for stuff like this. I do it all for free. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the profits like me, just sharing what I'm doing. And yeah, I know it went well for a lot of people in the Discord, so hope for the same in the stream. But hit that like button. I'm not asking you to pay me $1. If you want to send me a tip, if you want to buy merch, that's the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. But at the end of the day, it's all for free. Just hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Let's get to 20 likes at least. Hit that subscribe button. We just hit 1,600 subscribers. And yeah, let's get to the charts. Let's talk about it. We got a lot to talk about. Obviously, all of these trades, AMC, GameStop, the market itself, Bitcoin, the chat requests. Let's go, Nerve, with the $15 donation. Mr. Charts, appreciate you. Thank you very much for starting off the stream with the $15. That Leo DiCaprio GIF just is like, that's just how I feel today. Just literally just with these trades, just handing it out. Just straight up handing it out. But thank you so much, Nerve, for the $15. Appreciate that. Great way to start off the stream. Thank you all for the 20 likes. Let's head on over to the charts and let's talk about it. Let's go. What a good day today. Let's get it. All right, so basically how I normally start off just looking at futures, pretty flat. They're down a little bit. They were also down a little bit last night, but then they rallied throughout the night until the open. Pretty flat regardless. The market's just been pretty flat. But before I even get into anything else, I already put out a tweet about this. I alerted the Discord. The last 2 times I put out a warning on the market, the day after was a bad day in the market, right? The last 2 times I put out a warning. I'm not putting out a warning like how I did the last 2 times, but I'm just saying you still have, and futures actually, you literally just saw futures fall live, but you still have confirmed 4-hour bearish divergence on the S&P, right? And almost confirmed bearish divergence on the daily on the S&P 500 is at a resistance at the top of the flag at this 3860 resistance. The indexes look bearish, and you might be asking, nobody cares about bearish divergence on the S&P. Well, let's look at this, right? You had hidden bearish divergence, and that literally led to a dump. This right here. That was like a 10% move in the market, which is terrible for individual stocks. So bearish divergence does matter. And not only that, just like literally the other, what was it, like 2 weeks ago was like this one Friday. I think it was this day right here, right? No. It was one of these bad days. Like the bearish divergence doesn't matter. We've seen it matter at the same time. The volatility index is at the same level it was before the COVID crash. When this goes up, the market goes down typically. And it's pretty much, it's bounced off of this level every time it's been at it. We'll see if it happens again. The VIX is all right, actually. It's not too concerning. But also the dollar, when the dollar goes up, typically the market goes down because that indicates people are moving from equities into cash. And it's in a long-term falling wedge. Not even close to breaking out, but just keep that in mind. I've been showing these variables for multiple weeks. You have seen a couple weird days. Just keep all this in mind before I get into all the charts. But obviously, pretty much how I'm playing it. So I am a little bit, I don't know about worried, but just like cautious probably. I pretty much cut out every single one of my options. The only thing I still have options in is ATRA, this trade. That's the only option I'm currently holding because it just confirmed the hidden bullish divergence on the daily. I'm already up a lot on those options. That's the only option I have. Everything else I'm just playing with common shares, Fisker, Clover, the list goes on. Just common shares for the time being. Because I had a very, very good day yesterday. My best day ever yesterday. So I'm completely fine missing a couple days of gains to be more safe. Even though I'm still in the market, I still have shares, right? I'm still going to be making money if the market goes up or if those trades go up. So that's the market. We talked about it. Just finish off that little intro talk with Bitcoin. Hidden bullish divergence still developing on the daily. And it's just going sideways, right? 4-hour MACD also went back to green. Just completely neutral. In between $31,000 and $35,000, it's really just neutral. So you're just waiting for a breakout to either side on Bitcoin. And yeah, that's just pretty much some general market talk. Let's get into the individual tickers. Let's talk about it. Keep hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to send a tip or buy some merch, that's the pinned comment in the chat. Looks like the overlay is lagging a bit, so I'm just gonna, I guess, turn that off for some time. Okay, yeah. What should we start off with? We have to go with Clover. We have to start off with Clover. Oh my gosh, literally free money. And I don't care if I'm bragging about it. I will brag about making a lot of people money. That is something I'm completely happy to brag about, okay? I think that's an amazing thing to brag about. So many people were in this trade, not only because of me mainly. A lot of people were in this trade before me at higher levels, right? And then right over here, I put like a little GIF on Twitter with the baseball catcher catching the ball. Right down here at the local bottom, I called it. It was literally just flipping a previous resistance into a support. It was also the golden retrace, and it had a good chance of creating hidden bullish divergence. That's exactly what happened 11 days ago. I put out a buy call right here with a target of $15.80, and within 11 days, it hit that target. It took a lot of patience. You had to face this 1420 resistance for multiple days. A lot of people complained about it, but it hit the target. 20% profit confirmed no matter what. The target was hit on this trade that I posted at 1317. Super happy about this one. However, if it does break this 1591 level, right, with all the hype that it had today, I just decided for the people who want it, just because if you want it, I can create a second target. So I posted that on Twitter and in the Discord. The second target would be pretty much 1680, which would just be under this all-time high resistance. So yeah, trade's currently up almost 20%. Super happy about Clover. Hopefully you were in Clover. I talked about it a lot for the past week and a half, and it had the day that we've been waiting for, luckily. And there it is. That's literally it. That's Clover. Congratulations. You're still developing hidden bullish divergence on the MACD. More like class B hidden bullish divergence, because you did not make a higher, well, you did make a higher low. It's a little bit tricky. It's more like class B hidden bullish divergence. I don't know, but it's still there. That's Clover. Awesome day. On the other hand, Fisker could not confirm it, right? I also said I literally put out in the Discord that Fisker, it was breaking out, but it did not confirm it. Then once the 4-hour candle closed, I literally put in the Discord, it did not break out. Fisker did not break out because it was under this downsloping green supply line. And I said you wanted to close the day above $15.83 or something to confirm the breakout on Fisker. That never happened. It broke under the VWAP. If we really zoom in, broke under the VWAP. Right over here is when I warned about it breaking under the VWAP. I know it wasn't what we were hoping for, but I literally said everything that was happening. I said it didn't break out. I said it fell under the VWAP. I was super excited when it was over 16 for like 5 minutes. Of course I was, but it couldn't hold that level, and I was watching it and I was saying that, right? So again, if you're in the Discord, you get all these alerts before anybody else, even on Twitter. At this point, you literally had confirmed the daily hidden bullish divergence, but then with the fall, the MACD came back down to red. At least it's still waning, okay? At least it's not increasing negative momentum. If you get like a 20-cent move up in the morning tomorrow, it's probably going to look like it's confirmed again. At this point, I'm just going to wait for 2 green days on the MACD to try and confirm it, because it's flipped over to green so many times and then came back. So just waiting for that. And then yeah, you just don't want to fall under, technically you don't want to fall under 15, but that doesn't really matter. What you really don't want to fall under is 1455. So unfortunately, it's back in the range. The good thing from today is the divergences did develop again with the demand. And then Seeking Alpha put out, some sort of reporter said Fisker is a 1000% long-term investment. And I'd say about 20 minutes after that is when things really started taking off. So definitely some intraday catalysts occurred. Could have been some people only, buying the hype on that article and then just taking a day trade and selling it. However, that was an article for the long term, so they didn't care about what the article said. And also Seeking Alpha, it's a pretty big publication for traders, but it's not at least in my opinion, Seeking Alpha is not the most reliable publication, although I like what they said in the article, I do. But obviously there is probably a bias with that, right? There's probably a bias with that, just saying. But that's Fisker. It's fine for right now. The trade is still in profit, so it's very comfortable to see something fall when you're still in profit, right? You're not really freaking out because you still made money and you're still up. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, the macro still looks fine. The other one, ATRA, this one also pulled a little bit at one point. It was up 10%, and then it just fell, throughout the rest of the day. Now it's only up like 6%. It got really close to filling the gap, and I don't know why it didn't fill the gap. It was like cents away. Yeah, it was 6 cents away from filling the gap, and it could not fill the gap. And then it went back up 2% after hours. So I don't know. Gap is technically still not filled, so just keep that in mind. But you also did confirm the hidden bullish divergence on the daily. I'm already in profit on these calls. Shout out to Scrooge for requesting this one. But it's fine. The MACD looks fine. I'm just a little bit concerned with the gap. These are the only options I'm currently still in, just because I'm already up so much and I still think it looks great. So that's ATRA. Let me think what else. HYLN. I actually posted this trade today. It's already up a little bit. Didn't mean to do that. Trade's already up like 30 cents per share or something like that. I don't know. It's just a new trade. There's the gap fill. It's breaking out. Not really any divergence or anything like that. Really all you are playing here is the levels. But the best thing I like about this trade is very easy to manage your risk, because if it falls under this $18 level, that's when you get concerned, and it's well above the $18 level right now. Remember, HYLN got absolutely crushed, so we'll see if it can fill the gap. It's a midterm trade, already up like 2 or 3%. That was a new one from today. SDC. I sold this one in the morning. Definitely regret it a little bit, but again, profit is always profit, right? So I could have made another like 9%, but again, profit's always profit. And I also said multiple times in the Discord, if you want to hold this, go ahead. Like, me showing these targets are just me putting the target at a resistance or a fib level. Of course, if it breaks out, it can go much higher. It broke that resistance, and now your next resistance is 1521. So I probably should have done like, probably should have sold like half, left the other half on the table or something like that. I don't know. I was up 20% and I took my profits. Can't complain. But yeah, SDC, that was another great trade from this week. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Vroom, let's go. This one's up again after hours. It's at $40 after hours, and the buy call was at 36.61. So this trade is up 9%. I'm just showing you trades that I literally put out for free. So hope you enjoyed them. I'm just covering them, right? All free, literally free money. I'm gonna be completely honest. And out of like what? How many trades do we have? Out of the, well, that one's already stopped out. So out of the 13 ongoing trades, 12 of them are in profit. Only one out of the 13 ongoing trades is not up. So let's talk about that one singular trade, which is QS. This currently is down. It actually is not down that much. It's only down 3%. Let me fix that. What? Let's go. I mean, I'm hyped about that. I own QS, so looks like it bounced right at the end of the day. It might have fallen after hours. I'm not too sure, but it is down a little bit. It still looks fine. It has not even gotten close to the stop out level. The only thing is you want to get back above 47.55. You've come under 47.55 multiple times. And I guess the thing to be concerned about right now is that for the first time, QS actually did close under 47.55. So if you're being very, very technical, you did have a confirmed breakout to the downside on the daily time frame on QS. So if you have a bad open tomorrow, that's where you really want to take caution. If it doesn't open well tomorrow, I'm probably going to be stopping out a little bit early, just because there's really not any major supports under the 47.55 level, or even like 47.25. So technically you held this little candle low, and yeah, that's QS for right now. You just want to bounce like very soon. You still have the hidden bullish divergence developing on the daily, so you're hoping for that to help you out. Even with the, you know, pretty even day today, the MACD was still developing, so you'd like to see that. And yeah, we have 73 people in here, but only 23 likes. Come on, all right. I'm not asking for $1. I put out every single one of these trades for free. If you appreciate that, right? 34% profit confirmed, 20% profit confirmed, 17% profit confirmed, 32% profit kind of confirmed. It sold off very fast. 15% profit, 12%, 12%, 10%, 9%. Just hit the like button. All right, you guys are already doing it, okay? Before I even said hit the like button, you know what I was thinking. Hit that like button. That's it. All for free. Handing out free money literally in the last 12 weeks, every single week, right? All time stamped, all proof of this. These are real trades. Shout out to the 1,000 people that are now in the Discord. We hit 1,000 members of the Discord today. If one of the mods can drop the Discord link in the chat, I really appreciate it. But yeah, that's covering the markets, the trades. I think we got all of that done. I don't know if we're really missing anything. I think we covered about everything. I don't really think there's anything I'm truly missing out on. Even XP had a nice day. It was up 5% today. This trade is up 12% now. I can't remember who was the person that recommended this in the Discord, but shout out to them, right? This trade is also up 12%. Wow, we just doubled the likes in literally 30 seconds. Thank you to the 20 people who just hit the like button. Really appreciate that. Let's go, Ivan or Yvonne, however you pronounce it, with the first ever FTM iPhone 12 Pro case. Thanks for HYLN. Can you speak about UWMC? I definitely can. Yeah, let's talk about UWMC. Let's talk about GameStop. Let's talk about AMC. Let's talk about those three right now. Thank you very much for being the first person to ever buy the free trading movement iPhone 12 Pro case. Let's go. Hope you enjoy the case. Appreciate the support. If anybody else wants to buy merch or send a tip, that's the pinned comment in the chat. Completely up to you. Awesome day in the market, and thank you for supporting the stream. And also, I hope you enjoy that. What was I gonna look at? UWMC. Okay. So this one, not a trade, right? It's not a trade, but I did I put out like a tweet about it today. I even did put it out in the Discord saying I actually like the company fundamentally, but you know, the technicals are just not there yet. So it's not a technical trade at all. I like the fundamentals. I think this is a good value for the long term, right? I think this is a value area for the long term. It could take months for it to go up. I think they have earnings soon or something. But this is just, you know, a mortgage company that got absolutely crushed. You're seeing Rocket do well, and this is not doing well at all. It was a SPAC. I think this was a GHIV or something. And yeah, this is a make or break area for you, WMC. So I guess it is really easy to manage your risk if you're entering right here, right? If you enter right here, you can just put your stop loss under this low of 990. So if you're entering right here, you could just throw your stop loss under that. There might be a stop hunt. I'm not too sure. It's very, very dumpy right now. So one could also just wait. You could just wait until you see hidden bullish. It might not actually confirm. If you fall under 990, you cannot get hidden bullish divergence. So one could just wait until demand comes in, until you get some sort of reversal signal. But if you enter at higher prices, obviously it sucks. I've been there, right? As a newer trader, I've been there as well. It does suck. It could just take a few months of holding. It could take, you know, you having to cut your loss. It completely is up to you. I'm never going to tell you what to do with something like that. It just depends on your personal situation. But I'm sorry that in terms of the technicals, there's not much I can tell you except for this is your make or break area. This is a major support. Either you bounce off of it and you could run up to 1141 minimum in the short term, or you fall under this area and that's when you take caution because then you don't really have support. And I think it actually passed the PCC for a harmonic, but you might have to fact check me on that. That is UWMC. Let's talk about it. AMC and GameStop. Let's talk about them, all right? Let's talk about them, okay? I've been covering AMC for probably the last week. GameStop, I don't know if I've ever covered it on stream. I mean, I've been covering it, but like every time somebody's been requesting it, I'm just like, I have no clue because I still don't have any clue. Obviously the whole entire thing with Wall Street Bets and whichever institution or whatever was short. If you watched any sort of stock news, you know the whole entire situation with GameStop. It's absolutely insane. I mean, this thing went from $2.60, what, down here? Where was it? I'm on the daily, 2020 down here. Yeah, from like $2.60 all the way up to, I think it was like $240 at one point after hours today. I mean, it's insane. This is absolutely nothing to do with technicals at this point. It's an insane amount of buying pressure from retail investors or traders. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Another one. Ivan or Yvonne, however you pronounce it, correct me, whichever way. With the 30, let me skip the song. With the $30 donation, handing it out. Let's thank you very much for that and the phone case. UWMC's earnings on February 3rd. Thank you for letting me know with that one. Thanks, free money. Appreciate it. Thank you for the $30. Let's go. Let's get some vibes in the chat for Ivan or Yvonne. With not only the $30, but buying the FTM iPhone case. Let's see some vibes in the chat. We got 70 people in here. Run it up to 50 likes. Hope you enjoyed the trades today. Awesome, awesome stuff. Oh my gosh. Friggin' cards. Another great day. Let's go. Let's take a look at DBX. Absolutely. We're going to take a look at DBX. Thank you all. What? What just happened? Thank you both so much for the donations. Just $30 back to back. So drop vibes for both Ivan and friggin' cards. Thank you. Let's go. $60 right there. Appreciate the support very, very much. Drop some vibes in the chat. Free trading movement stuff going on right now. Trying to catch my breath. I'm just super hyped right now. Thank you guys very much for the support. Really, you know, everything I do here is for free, so really, really helps out. Appreciate that. Vibes are definitely in the house. We got vibes coming in from D Short, Eric, John, Cheddar Freeze, Fab, Eric Cooper. Let's go. Christian, how you doing? Yeah, so we're going to come back to GME and AMC. Friggin' Cars just donated $30. We're going to look at DBX first, and then we're going to come back to AMC and GameStop. Let's look at that. Thank you again for the $30. Everybody, thank you for all the vibes. Keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 50 likes. Come on, what a day. What a day. This is my biggest week ever in the market. Dropbox. You have some local divergence going on the daily, right, where the price is going down, but the MACD is going up. Not really on your RSI, if I'm being honest, on the daily. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. Look at that falling wedge, though. Look how that played out so nicely. Yes, you have classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour as well. Even on the RSI, you have the classic bullish divergence, right, where the price made a lower low, but the MACD and RSI made higher lows. So you do have some reversal signals on your oscillators. Looks like you're finding support right here at 2160, which was your support back over here, so that makes sense. Then I have a support charted here, and that's not perfect. Let's go with this, okay? So it looks like if you were trying to trade this, right, it's at a support, potential double bottom, classic bullish divergence. If you were trying to trade this, you could probably manage your risk something like this, like that. And then that only gives you a 2 reward to risk, if I'm being honest. What is going on? Clayton Coop with another $30 donation and another one. Thanks for Rocket. Thank you to everybody tipping tonight. Clayton Coop, a day 1 in the stream, for real, a day 1. Thank you for the $30. Let's go. 3 back-to-back $30 tips. That is insane. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Clayton Coop, friggin' cards, Ivan. Appreciate all the support from you three. Awesome way to start the streams. I'm just feeling great today, okay? Yeah, with Dropbox, the technicals look good, but the reward to risk is not the best. It's a 2 to 1. I'm usually looking for a 3 to 1 reward to risk on my trades. So yeah, that's just how I see it. If you break 2362, then your next target would be like this, right? What just happened? What are you doing? What the? I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so let's say you want to target like this, though. You could, right? This could be a more equitable trade, 12% to the upside, and then you can put your stop loss really under that support. This would be a better trade in my opinion, but you would need a breakout of 2362. So that's how I'm looking at Dropbox. Potential double bottom. Yeah, if you break 2362, you're probably going to see this high tested. So this is how I would play it personally, with all the variables on the chart. And you just want to say over $21.60. So thank you very much for the $30 friggin' cards. I really appreciate it. Did I cover Rocket? Oh yeah, we cover Rocket for sure. I'm just going to do Rocket real quick, I guess. And then we're going to go to GameStop and AMC. Where's Rocket? Right here, Rocket. This green candle, okay? This green candle right here, this one. Let me try and see if the overlay is working again. Alright, let's try it out. Alright, if it starts lagging, we're gonna have to slow those lights down. It looks okay for now, so we're gonna leave it. This green candle right here was the biggest trade of my life. 900% profit on my call options. Yeah, I took profits. I could have held, but I think it's fine. I took profits. It's pretty much at the same exact price I took my profits at. I took it at this 2277 resistance, right? From right here and right here. This is where I took my profits. It went a little bit higher, then it pulled back down. Awesome trade, right? The entry for the buy call was 2023. Trade is currently up. Let's find out. Yeah, like 12%. It's currently up 12%. And it's just trying to break out of this 2277 level. If you break it, I think you're gonna see $24 again, right? This little high right here. If you break 24, you're probably gonna see 25. So you just want to get above 2270. You want to hold above that, if I'm being honest, on Rocket at this point. I just took profits early because it was at the first resistance and I was already up so much on the calls. Yes, Rocket. Let's talk about GameStop and then AMC. Obviously, both of them are not technical anymore, but I want you to know, for the 6-day people here, GameStop and AMC are not The 2 times I tried to go over GameStop, literally the second I start, we got a $30 donation. What? Oh my gosh, Scrooge. Another 30. Aaron Rios. What is that? What is going on? Oh my god. Wow, you all are the best. Scrooge with the $30 donation, keep on killing it, champ vibes, and then Aaron Rios right after with the $20 donation. Thanks for all you do, brother, keep killing it. Thank you. Oh my gosh, the tip snipe back to back to back to back. Really appreciate the support, Scrooge and Aaron Rios. Let's get more vibes in the chat for both Scrooge and Aaron Rios. Thank you both very much. Scrooge, also, thank you actually, because I'm up over 150% on my call options on ATRA that you suggested in the stream. So not only is it me looking for things, we have a community of over 1,000 people looking for things, and this was an amazing suggestion, Scrooge. It was up 10%. If I would have taken profits there, I probably would have had 300% call option on my call options, but I'm holding it for the long term actually. So thank you, Scrooge. Vibes in the chat from everybody in here. Let's get some vibes in here. We need 2 more likes to hit 50 likes, so hit that like button. And also thank you again, Aaron Rios, for the $20 donation. Appreciate all the support tonight. Let's go. All right, let's attempt to look at GameStop again. What I was basically saying is like, yes, AMC and GameStop right now are all fundamental catalysts, short squeeze, hype, volume plays. They're not technical plays right now unless you're looking at like the 1 minute chart, day trading it and scalping it, okay? So as a swing trader, I'm not touching them because yes, I could have made a lot of money, but I'm already making a lot of money trading other things, right? So I don't care. I don't get FOMO. You don't want to have FOMO. Eventually, at some point, it could be tomorrow, it could be in a year, GameStop and AMC are going to dump, right? Because what happens is when you have a company that is running up, let's see this, okay? Okay, and if there's anybody from Wall Street Bets in here, wait, let me finish what I'm saying. Don't hit the dislike. Let me finish what I'm saying and what I meant by that, okay? When something is up 8,400%, okay? Well, I think that might have been a little bit inaccurate, maybe. Yeah, pretty much. Let me try and get 270. All right, when something is up like 5,200% in literally, let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. Okay, in literally under a year, something is up 5,200%. That means a lot of people are in profit. What happens when a lot of people are in profit? A lot of people take profit. It is over extremely. What is the RSI at? The RSI is almost maxed out, okay? The MACD is absolutely insane. There obviously is no resistance here. There's no fib level here, but as a trader, you need to understand when literally 99% of the people who are longing an asset are in profit, at some point they're going to take profits. This thing could go to 500 before most people take profits. I have no clue. There's no way for me to know. I'm not going to try and predict anything. That's not what I do. But they are going to get pulled at some point. That's what's happened to literally every single thing that's done this in the history of the last century in the stock market. It's just too quick. Too many people are making money too fast. And obviously, congrats to everybody who was in on that run or continues to be in on it. Just remember, be safe. It could dump 30% in 1 minute. I've seen it before on different things. And we saw yesterday it fell back very, very badly. And a lot of people who are inexperienced traders were buying the top yesterday and they sold the bottom and they lost a lot of money. So you have to be very careful. Just because it looks like a straight line up does not mean every single person can trade it correctly. And there's obviously mainly hype around it. And the company is overvalued at this stock price. That cannot be argued. The current stock price does not justify the size of the company, their earnings, anything. It's just obviously hype. And trust me, I'm not hating it at all. I'm not here to hate on GameStop. Congratulations, like seriously. That is awesome. That is insane money. What was all that? Okay, sorry. I just saw like a really big chat. I was trying to see. So I get it. Wall Street Bet's storing up the $1,000 price target. And it could. I'm not saying it can't. I have no clue. It could literally dump tomorrow or it could go to 1,000 in a month. I don't know and I don't want to know. I don't care. Just be careful. And remember, although it is only hype right now, and I can literally show proof of this. I honestly should show proof of this on Twitter. I said GameStop was bullish at $11. There's proof of that on my stream. You could go back 2 months, right, to November. Literally at $11, I was saying GameStop is bullish. These are the times we want to be getting in a consolidation range. I literally said you can see a nice run on GameStop in this bullish continuation. Up sloping demand, sell wall. It wasn't like an actual ascending triangle, but it was showing accumulation. And no, did this pattern warrant the move? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that. But generally speaking, unless Wall Street Bets is pumping a stock, this is where you want to be entering. Sorry, wrong thing. Not here. Generally speaking, I have no clue though. Okay. Obviously, the people who were shorting it, besides from the fall yesterday, a lot of shorts, lost a lot of money. People longing it are losing money. People shorting it are losing money. People longing it are making money. Shorting it are making money. There's so many people trading this in so many different ways because of the volatility. It's just like a day trader's dream. I'm primarily a swing trader, so I don't really touch things like that. But yes, GameStop. I didn't really have any technicals to talk about. There are no technicals to talk about on the time frames I look at. I just want to talk about the situation, my thoughts on it. Congratulations to everybody making money, but be safe. Yeah, just be safe. Let's talk about AMC. Similar situation. At this point, I mean, it's much higher after hours. It's not showing it. What did it close at? Like $8 or something after hours, AMC? I feel like it did close at $8. I saw it on Twitter or something. Same thing. Technicals mean nada on AMC. Technicals they're done with. Who cares about technicals on something that's doing what AMC and GameStop are doing right now? Nobody cares about technicals, rightfully so. But when should you have cared about technicals on AMC? When should you have? Let me show you. When you were at this major $2 support, 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce, 4 bounce, 5 bounces off of this support, okay? Right? With classic bullish divergence on the daily. You were out of support, double bottom, right? Double bottom right here. First bottom, second bottom, divergence, major support. This is where the technicals mattered on AMC. And if you knew technical analysis, you could have entered AMC at $2. I'm not joking. If I would have seen this chart at $2, I would have entered it. I think I just saw it at like 240 or something, and I was like, wow, it's already up 20%. Oh my gosh. Little did I know it was going to go to $8. So it's like at 822 or something. Yeah, so now it's all the way up here. I had no clue it was going to do that. I never called that. I never called anything here. But this is where the technicals matter at this point. Technicals don't matter when it's up here after hours. It's not showing it, but and it just comes down to how long the hype lasts, how long it takes until people start taking profits, and how long the market holds up. So if you're playing these things, in my opinion at this point, in terms of everything aside from the hype, it's a flip of a coin, right? The only thing that you have going for you is the hype, and that's a major thing. That's what got GameStop up to over $200. Hype is what got it there. So that is an actual factor, but once that hype starts dropping down, please be careful. Okay, I'm not calling for it to drop tomorrow. I'm not calling for it to drop whenever, but it's 99% certainty that one day they're gonna drop like crazy, and I want you all to be safe when that day does come, whenever it is. But of course, AMC is a very different story. While GameStop is literally at like triple all-time highs right now, AMC is not even knocking on the door. Okay, that is very true, right? AMC has been at $36 pretty much at one point, and it's only at $8. So did this get absolutely crushed? Is it creating a long-term double bottom? Could it go much higher in the coming months? Yes, that would even be reasonable from a technical standpoint, not even from a hype standpoint. From a technical standpoint, if you just see a move up to here, that's not even putting a dent into the chart, 100%. But in the short term, when you have a very quick move like that, that's when people make a lot of money very fast, and that's when people can start taking profits very fast. So just keep that in mind. Be safe. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm never going to do that. That's always your decision. I'm just giving my opinion on the situation and trying to at least be one person to tell you that no matter what you're doing, always trade safely. Okay? Have proper risk management, good position sizing. Do not bet your house on one stock ever. I don't care what it is. Never bet your house on a stock. And just use stop losses and don't be emotional trading. That's the best advice I can give you. And then yeah, fundamentally, GameStop is not worth its value fundamentally. AMC, it could be 100% argued that it is worth maybe even higher fundamentally, right? I believe they're opening up theaters again. They had some sort of news like yesterday. What was it? I mean, trust me, I'm not really caught up on this stuff. I've been focusing on Clover, Fisker, Rocket, and BigCommerce. I'm not too caught up on these ones. So give me the news in the chat. I'll try and get my opinions on it, but we obviously have to talk about it. And this is not me being late to the party, right? I was talking about AMC when it was under $3. I showed it on the stream. I was talking about GameStop, and I literally said GameStop was bullish at $11. So this is not me just joining the party to get hype. I've been talking about these for I've been talking about GameStop for multiple months, and I've been talking about AMC for like over a week now. So yeah, let me get some water. Let me breathe for a second. Drop some tickers in the chat. We'll take a look at some. GNUS. Alright, I'm just going to start talking slower because I can't breathe. I'm going to be honest. How long have I been live for? I've just been going straight for it for 44 minutes. I haven't even like... I'm sorry, I haven't looked at the chat too much. I'm just like really focused, I guess, on the charts right now. Long-term GNUS on the chart looks fine, but short-term, it just went from $1.33 to $1.87, so it's not surprising to see it pulling back. And it looks like this, right? Right? Potential 3 rising valleys stuff. Right? The 3 consecutive higher lows, the 2 higher highs. If you ever break $2 is a very big resistance. If you break that, your next resistance is $2.56. So yes, it is an accumulation right now. This is technically a bullish pattern, higher lows and higher highs for the long term. For the short term, I'm not too sure, but for the long term, it does look pretty good. Some bullish convergence as well on the daily. And yeah, you can't really get divergence when you're already after move up, but you don't have any bearish divergence. Nice volume. Yesterday, not today, but yesterday there was very nice volume. Broke over the 200-day moving average. It's in an accumulation phase, it looks like. XL. Should be right here. XL. I thought XL was having a great day today. 4%. I thought it was a little bit higher. I just saw a lot of people talking about it today. Looks like there was some local divergence going on, right? And I put out a lot of trades on XL, like a lot, even when it was PIC. If you were following me back when XL was called PIC, there were some legendary calls I made intraday, like literally legendary, back down over here. Like literally every single one of these moves, I called the move from 13 to 15. I called the pullback with the bearish divergence. Then I called the move to like 16. Then I called another pullback with bearish divergence. Like I was just using the MACD down here and it was super easy to call it. And then obviously with the merger, it went absolutely insane. I sold early. I sold at like $20 and then it went to 30. Then I never touched it until it came back down to over here. Put out a trade, it went up 15%, then it dumped. And now it's going back up. That's like a little bit of a history with XL. Classic divergence locally on the 4-hour. And yeah, hidden bullish divergence could be developing on the daily. The MACD looks good. I like it. There's your hidden bullish divergence where you made a higher low on price, but a lower low on the MACD. As long as you hold above $20, it's completely fine. Looks like it looks like your resistance is like 23.27. You could definitely take a long here. It makes sense to, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna make money for sure, but like I just think that I don't know how you would target it. Probably just Fibonacci levels, but it could make sense to take a long right here based on the risk management. It's pretty easy to manage your risk. You could just go for the 0.618, the 0.50 fibs for your targets, right? Let's just leave it at the 0.50. That's also the bottom of this candle right here. And in terms of your stop loss, probably just a little bit under $20. 1949 or whatever you want to put it at. We got like a 4 reward to risk. We have divergence on the 4 hour and daily. There's definitely a trade that could be made on XL. Yeah, PIC. I mean, I traded PIC from $13 to $20, so I was obviously a very good profit, but I sold at 20 and I didn't touch it from 20 to 30. It did that in like one day, which was crazy. And I put out a trade on PIC the Friday before the merger, and Jim Cramer talked about that night, and it was up like 30% after hours. It was a great time. So that's XL. Yeah, freaking cards. Amazon just broke out the wedge after hours. How would you chart profit levels if it holds, measure, move, all-time highs, fibs? All right, we can take a look at that for sure. Thank you again, freaking cards, for the donation earlier. Yeah, keep hitting that like button. Thank you very much for the 54 likes. Hit that subscribe button. If you want to send a tip or buy some merch, that is the pinned comment in the chat. Unfortunately for CCIV, it's just way too fast and not enough data on the chart for me to really analyze. It just comes down to the potential merger with Lucid. That's more fundamental catalyst of a play than it is a technical one. So Amazon, zoom out. Looks like your resistance on Amazon is right there at 33.51. I'm just gonna delete this. It looks like this was like I know a lot of people were looking at it like this, right? Whoa, Jay Mentzer bought the FTM cup and handle. Get it? The cup and handle, like the chart pattern. Let's go, Jay Mentzer. Really appreciate the support. Stoked to start my day with this mug. I start every single day with that mug. Thanks for your dedicated time to the free trading movement. Let's all send Champ some tips tonight if you want to. We've already gotten a lot of tips. I really appreciate it. And or buy some dope merch. That's the best way to do it because you also get something from it. But of course, whatever you want to do, if you want to tip or send anything, keep grinding, homie. Really appreciate the support, Jay Menster. Enjoy the mug. The cool thing about that mug, like really the cool thing about it, is once it's like when you have cold liquid in that mug, it's going to be black. But when you put warm liquid in it, the mug turns to white and the FTM logo gets revealed. So it's like super cool. Yeah, enjoy the mug. It's great quality. I have an FTM mug as well. So thank you very much for that. Very kind message. And yeah, Jay Menster, appreciate that. So on Amazon, I know a lot of people are looking at it like this. That probably is the best way to look at it. It's just really like, look at this range, right? Of like the price contraction in this channel. It's just really in this area right here. If that makes sense. I don't see a breakout, but you said it happened after hours. Let me see what Amazon is at after hours. $33.74. Yes, it would have oh wow, made a very nice move after hours. It's right here. Let me make this a purple line so we can know what it's at after hours. Okay. So definitely if it's there after hours, it broke out after hours. And assuming that holds for the open tomorrow, how would you target that? I would just go with resistances. Before I would go with like a measured move or fibs, which you absolutely can. I would just go with these two resistances right here. Super simple. Don't have to complicate it. Wrong button. All right, come on. And then the other one right there. Okay. So let me delete this purple line. Just simplify the chart. These will be my targets. 34.94, right under 3,500, and then if that broke, 35.50. Those would be my targets. Just this first all-time high, I guess, and then this other high right here. Super simple. I wouldn't use the measured move or fibs on this one, just because you do have very real resistances right there, very similar to Apple a couple months ago. But yeah. We already did look at UWMC at the beginning of the stream. Didn't DraftKings have a good day today? I think I might have heard that. Yeah, it was up 5%. It just still can't break out. I mean, really, DraftKings, it's just in a range between $55 and $48. That's it. There's no divergence. On the 4 hour or the daily, there's no divergence. You could call this an inverse head and shoulders. Sure. Actually might be what's happening right now. But it's not like a perfect inverse head and shoulders, if I'm being honest. Well, wrong one. Right, that could be an inverse head and shoulders. I think so. And then you'd have to break like this to break out of it, I guess. Something like that. That could be what's at play right here. And then if you ever break 55.81, you're probably, with like a 75% probability, going to be retesting an all-time high on DraftKings. So yeah, it's DraftKings. Sundial. Resistance that's going to buy you a mug because it changes colors. Yeah, it's dope. We did look at HYLN, but I can look at it again, I guess. Just explain the trade a little bit more. Sundial could not hold that 60-cent support. Could not hold it. Falling under it. Next support is the 200-day moving average, even though it is creating this mini support at 55 cents. Probably just like a psychological support right over here, right? You have this this first candle wick and now this current one. If you fall under 55 cents, I think you're going to see like 52 cents. Let me change that back to orange. Okay. That's around your 200-day moving average, the previous resistance right here. And yeah, that's really all to it. If it does rally right here, your next resistance would be 60 cents. HYLN right over here. So let me go back to the daily. Really, all it is on HYLN, it's not divergence. You're playing this breakout over the major level of $18, right? Resistance right here, support right here, support right here, support right here, resistance, 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 and then you broke it today. You broke out. So you're playing this breakout. It went all the way up to 1981 at one point today, and I wanted to post a trade, but again, I was waiting for a pullback. You got a pullback to $18.92, and then it was retesting a like minor support. I posted the trade, and now the trade is up 3% in the first day. Pretty decent. And really, the idea is just you want to stay above 18 bucks. Simplest trade ever. Fall under 18, that's where my stop is at like 17.43, and then the target is the gap filled to like 23.85 or something, just in that general area. You could even take profits around the 200-day moving average if it tests it. But remember, this thing got crushed. And appreciate Rooster dropping my links for my link tree, which has like my trade setups, my Twitter, my free course. You can check that out. And also, if you want to join the Discord, we hit 1,000 members today. If you want to join that, he also dropped the link. So thank you very much, Rooster. Green Love, you are getting banned. How do I ban somebody? Hide user. Okay, so I hid Green Love for, I guess, spam. I don't know. That looked like a scam to me. Trying to download an app. I'm not downloading your app. Sorry, the app is horrible. VTGN. Oh yeah, sure. Nothing I can do there, unfortunately. Just like, you know, this is not really where technicals work best. Volume is very, very low. Really what I'm looking for, if I'm being honest, is 500K minimum volume and a pattern, divergence. Unfortunately, after you create this big move up, you really can't get any of that. So there's not much I can do on this chart besides levels. These are your levels to the chart. Here and right there. Okay, so your next support is 228. Your resistance is $2.60 from this tweezer top. And then your support under 228 would be $2, pretty much. Revax is in the chat. Revax, where have you been at? You were here like the last 2 weeks. Don't tell me you're missing out on this week, Revax. Is it a rough week at the office? Revax, if you've been missing out on this week, I'm sorry, but it's been wild. Hopefully you've been in some of the trades. Welcome back though. Haven't seen you in a few days. Root, we can take a look at that. Been super busy. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is tough. when you have a lot of other things going on, because it does take time out of your day to put on trades and stuff. There's not a lot of data on this chart, but it looks pretty decent, right? You have hidden bullish divergence where from this low to this one you made a higher low on a lower level on kind of on your RSI, but definitely on your MACD. So you do have that on the 4 hour. Not enough data on the daily to really do anything with. So honestly, on something so new, the technicals might not matter that much. Probably like the company itself is what matters. But if I'm just going to be charting this like anything else, it looks like this would be your support, this like demand line, right? That would be your support, which you are kind of far away from. This could also be a support, 1981, this high over here. And then your next resistance is like 2380. Just like, that's really what I got for you. I think this was a better entry area, but like there wasn't too much signaling an entry right here, so it's not the best place for technicals. Oh, you got an SDC and HYLN. Okay, took profits on SDC too early. Yeah, SDC, what was it, like 17% in like 3 hours? It went crazy like very quick, so that one was wild. And then yeah, HYLN from today. Apple has been looking bullish. It really has been for a long time. I posted a buy call for Apple at $116. I don't even know what the price is right now. It's probably much higher than $116, right? Let me just look it up. Apple is 143. There you go. I posted a buy call right over here on Apple. It was right there. Right here is when I posted the buy call. So since that long-term trade, what is this song? Apple right there. Since my buy call, Apple is currently up 23%, which is awesome for Apple, which obviously it's like a bigger company, so it doesn't move as volatile as the other ones. And yeah, it's around an all-time high. The 1618 would be $146. So the golden ratio would be 146 if it gets over 146. The double golden ratio would be 158. Same, you know, Fibonacci extensions are the same thing I use to predict Fubo, Palantir, Neo. The list goes on. Those are just like very notable ones that I was able to call very well with Fibonacci extensions. So those are your fib levels on Apple, and then your support would be 138. The previous resistance would now be your support, right? So all the orange lines under you are supports. Not much of a pattern here. It even looked good right here. I think it might have been Christian that was talking about it. When even right over here, it was flipping. Look, it was flipping a previous resistance into a support with hidden bullish divergence right over here. I think it was at like a good fib level too. And it was showing support here for a long time and boom. So you want to be getting into stocks during their consolidation range periods so that you can really enjoy these moves up and not be FOMOing into these moves up. Yeah, that's Apple. CBAT, you can take a look at that. And then AMCI, sure. CBAT. Wow, I'm on my own TV right now. It's crazy. Where is it? It's right here. So, yeah, this is not like an actual trade. Let me actually just delete that. I was just trying to line something up for a potential personal trade. Did not work out. Okay, I can't hear myself talk. I'm sorry. It's just too weird. Alright. It looks like it had a very nice move. I know there was some sort of news that came out yesterday morning, like before the market. And again, you had like this type of a three rising valleys, right? One valley, second valley, third valley. So higher highs and higher lows took you to another higher high. At this point, your levels are 880, that's the resistance. And then your next major support is like 745. And then if you fall under 745, I think that's when you take caution. Under that, it would be like this this green demand line right here. That would be your next support under 745 if you broke it, which would be like, it depends on when you get there. What else we got? AMCI. Kern. AMCI. Looks interesting. You're starting to develop some hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Take off daily. We go to the daily right now. That's the weekly. No divergence on the daily. It looks like this is your pattern right now. An ascending broadening wedge, right? Where you're creating these higher lows, higher highs, but the volatility is increasing on each wave in the pattern, right? Very tight. Then it gets wider and wider and wider. So this looks like your pattern. You could literally just play the pattern, but remember, in the macro, it's technically a bearish pattern. I mean, you could run all the way up to here before you break out to the downside, but there is a higher probability that at some point it falls to the downside. But it's just not a lot of data on the chart to really do much with other than this. This is like literally your pattern on the daily on AMCI. Earn, and then CBAT. Yeah, keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 60 likes. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. If you want to send a tip or buy some merch. The tips earlier were insane. Thank you all so much. That would be the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. Kern just could not break over this resistance level and hold above it. Pulling back now. I'm going to be very, very quick with this chart. I have no clue. You are creating some hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour, right? Where you made a higher low on the price with a lower level on the MACD. But that's really it. There's no pattern. You're not at a support at all. The only thing you have is the hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. And you are technically under the 200-day moving average. You want to get back above that. Like your next major support, unfortunately, is like 483. Look at that. Wow. Look, it was your resistance right here and right here. And then look what happened on yesterday. It came all the way back down there on the candle wick, touched that previous resistance, turned it into a support, and then bounced, right? This candle right here. It bounced off of it. That was your previous resistance from right here and right here. So that's just like how supports and resistances can work. But at this point, the only thing you really have is hidden bullish diversion, which is not confirmed yet. CBAT. Alright, so I think my verdict here must have been a massive inverse head and shoulders, which I still see. And this is your make or break area. The reason why I think you maybe could bounce here is like you have the 200-day moving average and you're showing some classic bullish divergence, right? So in the short term, it looks fine. Even though this kind of looks like an inverse head and shoulders. I mean, not an inverse, like a regular head and shoulders. It looks like a regular head and shoulders within a head and shoulders. What? Look, this is your regular head and shoulders. And it looks like you have a mini one on the right shoulder. Does that kind of make sense? But you do have some classic bullish divergence on the RSI and the MACD on the 4 hour. So maybe the oscillators can help you bounce off of this. This is technically a support, 562. It has been a support, so it's just your make or break area. You either bounce off of this level and you could see $7 again. Pretty well, honestly, I'd say 673 first would be tested if you bounce here with the divergence. Or if you cannot hold this level and you break under the 200-day moving average, I mean, your next support would be 495. So this is the make or break area. It is a macro bearish pattern. If you ever fall under 562 with confirmation, take caution. But the 4 hour MACD and RSI look pretty good, which is pretty strange. So just kind of like some mixed variables right there. BOXL. Yeah, it's been a great stream tonight. Really appreciate it. It's just an all-around good day for the trades and stuff. We need 3 more likes, 460 likes. Looks like BOXL broke out of this. Not perfect inverse head and shoulders at all, but it did break out. Aaron Rios with the 10. Have to go, but keep grinding. Technical analysis is top notch. Thank you very much for that, Aaron Rios. And awesome. Thank you again for, what was it, the 20 before? Yeah, the 20. So that's 30 from you for the night. Thank you very much for that. Have a great night. Appreciate all the support, Aaron. Means a lot. Thank you. But yeah, BOXL, it kind of had like this unconventional inverse head and shoulders over the 200-day moving average. It broke out of it, it back tested it, right? It flipped the previous resistance into support, and now it's showing demand. That's a very textbook breakout. You have a resistance at like 270-ish, and then after that it could just go crazy. If you get over 270, you go wild. But again, the better time to be entering was down here on the right shoulder over the 200-day moving average with bullish convergence. This is where you want to be entering, because entering right here, look at your reward to risk, it just wouldn't be as good. Let's go. Alpha Acquirer. All right, so you see the cup, you see that white part? When it's cold liquid, it'll all be black. But then when you put warm liquid into that cup, that white part will turn to white. So it changes colors depending on the temperature of the liquid, which is awesome. Thank you, Alpha Acquirer, for the FTM cup and handle, right? The cup and handle. Love the movement. Keep rocking it. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Insane support tonight. Thank you for that. Really a lot. Thank you to everybody supporting the stream. At 1620 subs are now. Insane support. We need 3 more likes to hit 60 likes. Hit that button. White to white. Okay. When the liquid in the cup is cold, it'll be black. When the liquid in the cup is warm, it'll be white. It says it on the website. Whenever you go to the page to buy the cup or the mug, it'll say it in the description of how it works. I might be saying it wrong, but I read it and that's what it kind of says. But yeah, it's BOXL. What was the other one? HRTX from Guy in Hat. I think we already did look at this. Potential hidden bullish divergence is developing. When did I look at this? I even set up a trade right here. I don't know if Guy in Hat is here tonight, but this looks good. This looks ready for a bounce. The only thing is they have earnings. Well, that's in February 19th, if TradingView is correct. Yeah, I like this. I think I was looking at this before, but I said it might need some more time. And you gave it some more time for it to come down to where you wanted it to come down to. And now you're getting exactly what you're looking for, right? Right? So when I looked at this originally, I think it was like up here or something. And I was saying I only want it if it comes down to this support level. And now it's at the support level. You're still developing hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour MACD and RSI. You're also developing hidden bullish divergence on the daily MACD and RSI. So on every single oscillator time frame that I look at, all 4, you have hidden bullish divergence on. And I already set up this trade at this upsloping demand line, the horizontal support. This is the make or break area with the bullish oscillators. This is going to be an official trade unless Guy in Hat already made a trade on it. I'm not too sure. He's not here tonight. But this is all the things I look for in a trade, and I somehow already set it up. It looks like, yeah, 4 reward to risk. Right there. I don't know if he put out his own trade on this. Let me... what was this? HRTX, he did actually. Look right here. From Guy in Hat. He already did put out this trade. What was the entry right here? 1761. Pretty much at the same price. Yeah, so Guy in Hat already did this. So I'm not going to really put out his trade. I'm going to let him rock with that. So I would have put this out myself, but it's from Guy in Hat. So he already has a trade on it. You can message him in the Discord to post it. Probably already has. And he said exactly what I said. The description. There's his trade. It's pretty much at even. It's showing red, but it's down like 2 cents or something. And yeah, it's HRTX. It looks good to me. I'm going to keep it on my watch list. That's how I would target it. But how I'm showing you right here. Where entry would pretty much be right here. Stop loss would be around... Honestly, I'd tighten that a little bit. Wow, they give you like a 5 reward to risk. But yeah, my stop loss would be lower because of the 200-day moving average. And then target would just be under this resistance at 22, pretty much around there. You could even take some profits right here. So this is where you're looking for the bounce. That is a 4 reward to risk. I'm not going to post this because it's Guy in Hat's trade, but looks good to me if you're in the stream right now. Shout out to Guy in Hat for this one. Okay. MYOV and AOV. MYOV. Not enough for me to do on this chart. Just super volatile, very pump and dump. It honestly doesn't really matter what I say right here. I'm not too sure, if I'm being honest. I know you've been waiting on that one. This is just not my strong suit on the charts. Just way too volatile for me, like these crazy, you know, wicks and stuff. MYOV. Looks pretty decent, but it needs to get a little bit higher. It's having trouble breaking this $23 level, which was your support right here and your resistance right here. So, I mean, over here was the entry really, because you were creating support and, sorry, wrong thing. You were creating support and local divergence. So what you could have done, which would have been great, would have been like, you could have entered wrong thing, sorry. This could have been where you would have entered the trade. You would have targeted the resistance, you would have had your sell order hit, and then your stop loss would have just been under that support. Look how, I mean, it wouldn't be that crazy, probably lower that a little bit, maybe even this a little bit, but like, that's where, you know, there was already a trade on this chart. I'm just late to the chart because I never looked at it. Have a go in resistance, appreciate the support. But at this point, you could not break over 23, it could fall back again. You're trying to use like the VWAP as support, it looks like, right? You're coming back down to test it. So I'm not too sure now that I really looked into it. I still like the MACD on the daily. And if you get over 23 bucks, you could see another rally, but you need to get over 23 first. And then your next resistances would be like 25.60. So that is MYOV. To see the Discord, you just go to freetradingmovement.com. The link for that is in the description. Once you click on freetradingmovement.com, it'll take you to this website right here, and then you click on this purple banner. It'll say join our Discord community chat. We have over 1,000 people. We launched 3 weeks ago, and you can join us in there. That's where I post all my trades before I post anywhere else. I give trade updates throughout the day. You have a lot of people to talk to, education. It's a great community. OCG. I think this is gonna be the last one for the night. How long have we been live for? Yeah, pretty much like around my normal stream time. I think it's gonna be the last one for the night. We just got a lot covered, insane support, awesome day in the market. Don't want to drag it out too much, unfortunately. All right, we'll do one more because an IDEX, I'm just gonna go for one that I can really analyze. Okay, not enough data for me to analyze here. IDEX, it's just like 50-50 here, right? It made a very nice move from 3 to 4. Now it's just messing around with the $4 resistance. Not too much to really talk about there. That's your level. Below it bearish, over it bullish. BFT. I also think this does not have a lot of data. Yeah, I just have this is not really what I can do much on. There's just not enough data on the chart. So yeah, it was a great stream. We covered all the trades, GameStop, AMC, we also covered those too. Bitcoin, the market, insane tips. Thank you to everybody who tipped tonight. I really appreciate that. And just an awesome day in the market. I mean, really. Just like an absolutely insane day, insane week. I think this is the best start to a week. This has only been 2 days into the week, and obviously some trades are ongoing from last week, but like even just comparing those numbers, they were like huge moves. Absolutely insane day. I'm super happy with the trades. This is my biggest, yesterday was my biggest day ever, so this is my biggest week ever in the market. So hopefully you're enjoying the trades all for free. I'm trying my best here. College sucks. I had a long day in college today. And in a class, I didn't even do anything in for like an hour. Like the first hour of class, we did nothing. So, but yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow. Thank you for all the support. Hope you're enjoying the trades. Have a great night. Trade safely. Great day in the market. Peace out.